Good day, collective. How y'all doing today? Hopefully you are okay. Your house is intact and everything's flowing. I know there was some crazy tornadoes and storms that came through the Midwest of the United States. We're all right. Just a lot of debris and time to reflect, time to clean up, and time to think about what needs to be transformed. Which brings us to the word of the day. Our lives are not mundane. We are illuminated. Facts. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. Love to the ancestors. There is a picture my sister recently sent me. My older sister. I have two older, but it was real. I didn't, particularly like the photo that was on there, but I liked the words, which was, when things are good, enjoy them. When things are bad, transform them. When things are bad and they cannot be transformed, change yourself. We have those options always available to us. And I'm telling y'all, I've been in situations where they were bad and I could not transform or improve them. And had I not come to the reality that I had to transform me, which I could control, and make decisions to change my circumstance, I might not be here with y'all today. Real talk. We are in the time of ascension, y'all. If you're not spiritual, just, spiritual does not mean religious. It doesn't. This is a time where we have all kinds of positivity, light activations happening. If y'all, are y'all paying attention? This is crazy. It's like a movie. There were 10 tornadoes in a storm line that moved through the Chicago area last night. What? And I believe it's to bring about the time of unification, the time of evolution for the human species. We are illuminated. We just need to remember it. We have been programmed. We have had learned over generations, trends. We have habits that have formed and carried on our bloodline, carried from one family to the next. And it's locked into our DNA code. But it's time to remember who we really are. One early, easy way to start doing that is to think about what about yourself makes you proud? What about yourself makes you happy? And if there are things that make you unhappy that no one else knows or they could know, start identifying, write it down. Get yourself a journal and start just writing down, okay, what about myself do I'm proud of myself, I'm happy with? What about myself, I have problems with? Start there. And then start asking yourself, what are the people, places, and things, like people I'm around, places that I go, including my job, and things that I do, whether it's extracurricular activities, whatever. What are people, places, and things make me feel good? Who am I around that makes me feel safe? Who am I around that makes me feel valued? Who am I around that makes me feel like they really care for me? Who am I around that I can trust, who won't steal from me, who won't use me to get what they want from me, who really just values me, who cares for me? And then on the flip of that, who's around me taking from me? Who's around me just using me because they want something? Who's around me just to use me up? Who's around me for their own agenda? Who's around me to get to another person? Who's around me causing chaos and also making me feel bad about myself, making me question myself? What places do that? What things are doing that? Start asking those questions. Then we can start asking ourselves questions to get to the answers that we seek, because our intuition is our connection with the divine God. Our intuition is God's way. Some call it the Holy Spirit's intuition, the God voice. Start asking yourself questions and start listening when you're getting told to do things. Be obedient to that voice. Start being obedient. And like, if you want to know something about yourself, you want to know how you start healing from that, you start asking your questions, and then your cycle of healing, then your cycle of transformation, then your cycle of remembering your divine nature as a co-creator. Most High God has blessed us to be co-creators, to be a creator. You can start remembering that, but you have to take away the layers of programming, bad habits, toxic energy, trauma, and other things that are restricting you from being able to really, really function in the way that God intended you to, which is to use your imagination, to be joyous, to be abundant, to create, to be excited, to be satisfied, to be adventurous, but also to be brave. Because transforming from your life, these limiting beliefs that we have that have prevailed in this reality that we call Earth, being able to escape those limitations is going to require you to be brave. Because you will have to, one, choose that you're going to start seeing the BS when there's BS. What are the things that are currently in place in society that we say are norms and trends, and they seem like BS? Like, what about all the holidays? They always trying to get us to be distracted. They always trying to get us to spend money. All the celebrities and they shallowness and the low vibration music, and like, what are the things that have been put in place to keep us distracted, to keep us not focused on improving ourselves and knowing ourselves and remembering ourselves so that we can create? If you make a decision to do that, then you have to then make a decision to reject those things. And when you start deciding that you want to create a life that you want to live, you want to celebrate the holidays you want to celebrate, and you want to do it in the way that you want to do it, or you want to live differently than how most people live, and you don't really want to feed in or buy into the things that other people do, guess what's going to start happening? You're going to face resistance. I talked about this in another message. It's kind of like in Inception, when you're in a dream and the dream realizes that you are aware. It's the same thing that will happen here, which is you'll have resistance all around you. Funny things will start happening. People will start not wanting to be around you. Not only will they not want to be around you, they will come up against you and challenge you to test whether you're actually committed in your belief of how you want to create your own life. They will test it. They will see if you will buckle and fold and then rejoin back, plug back into the matrix, y'all. And that is something that people really need to understand as part of this journey. Once you establish that you want to be a creator of your own life, that you want to live a life as you see fit, and you then set forth in creating that, you will get mad resistance. And you will have to you will be tested to see whether or not you're committed, and then you will be retested again to see, it will come back around again to see if you are really committed to that belief. So you have to be brave, and it is scary, y'all. It is scary. And then also you have to test your limiting beliefs on who you are and your potential and what you can achieve, because society has told us over and over and over again about what our role is, what we're supposed to do, how we can be successful. You have to challenge that notion and start thinking about how you really want to live your life, earn your money. Do you really want to work 9 to 5, or do you want to create a crazy business doing what you love? You have to be brave to then say, okay, well, I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to leap out here, and I'm going to, be willing to fail, but set myself on a path to start generating equity and wealth. That takes bravery, but we can do it. And we can do it together. We can do it together, holding our hands, learning together. We are illuminated. All praise to the Most High God.